Hello and welcome. I'm Pete, and this is my Dare to Win save that you're watching. We're currently with AC Milan, the third team in the save. We started with Hereford in non-league, got to League 2, was offered the Blackburn job in the Championship. They were 17th at the time, and yeah, we went on. We got promoted in our first full season to the Premier. Messed about for a couple of years getting a team together, and then yeah, we went on a bit of a roll. We won virtually everything. 3 league titles on a trot, 4 Carabao Cups on a trot. We picked up an FA Cup, a Champions League. Did okay. So now we've come to Madrid. Bit of a mission on with these guys. We've had a cracking start. You were with us for the Juventus game that we won 3-0, and then inexplicably we went away. We played Bayern at home, all over them, absolutely all over them. And would you believe, 2 near post headers, 64th to 66th minute. We got caught both times, chasing our tails ever since. Fallout from that was that we had Lofmart sent off in the 38th minute in the next game, and we lost to Brescia 1-0, which is putting the league under a bit of pressure. We then played Brianza, bottom half, mid-table, I guess you'd say. They're not bottom half, but they're the lower reaches of mid-table. Struggled to a 1-1 draw. Far better side than them. Just didn't put our chance away. We created a number of chances, didn't put them away. And we've just laboured to a 1-0 win over Sassuolo. So we're back today. We're going to play FC Bayern. It's going to be a good game for sure. Then we're going to go and play... I was going to play Bologna, but they're 11th. Genoa's 13th. So I might just give it a miss and come back for 8th place Lazio. I'm expecting to beat Rangers. This is going to be a tough game. I'm expecting then... In the real world, I'm expecting to win all these 3 games. Whether we will or not, I don't know. It depends what team turns up. And then we've got Lazio, who are sitting 8th. So that's probably the better game. So that's probably what we're going to do. Okay, so the league table, we're clinging on to first place. We've let Napoli close the gap. Cremonesi's still going, and they've beaten Juventus as well since they played us. Got to be honest, I'm amazed they're up there. But yeah, they've beaten Inter. And I've seen them beat Juventus. I'm sure they beat Juventus. Or was it just Inter? Am I getting carried away? Yeah, they beat Cremonesi. They beat us. Okay, so yeah, they're going well. So anyway, I'm not going to waffle on. We're getting straight into the team, okay? Team's been selected. There's not a lot of changes, okay? We've got a couple of injuries here. Kudogna, Pereira and Ivanov, all first team players or thereabouts. So we've got Dokovic in goal, and Lacarenza, the youngster, still out wide right. Acomia and Walsh and Neto across the back. Patino and Poldica in the midfield. Okay, they seem to be working quite well together. I'm quite impressed with Patino. I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to get him in at £40 million from Man City and whether they'll let him go. But I've been quite impressed with him, and I'm over the moon with my signing of Poldica. Absolutely fantastic player so far for us. Koulibaly wide left. I'm playing Urban wide right, which I'm not really happy with. He's scored a goal, but he's giving the ball away all the time. The 2 guys that were in last season playing really well. Him and Pesci, they're full of mistakes. Whether it's because I've got decent midfield players in now and they're feeling the pressure, I don't know. Ercoli's not really hitting the dizzy heights that he did last season. He's not scoring for fun. But I think he started slow last season, didn't he? And then really hit the pace. So, waffling on. Okay, that's the team that's going out today. I've got 3 subs outside, so I have to check who they are. That's fine. I try to put the players that I tend not to pick lower down in the pecking order so that when this thing happens, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, we're struggling for form. We're struggling for results. We need to win. If we can win here today, I mean, we weren't expecting to lose to Bayern. We have to win our own games. No excuses. Let's go. I am going to give them a little bit more in that I trust them. Because I do. I've got faith in them. I trust them. I think we've got quite a good side on the go here. We've got a few players we need to change by. You know, we need another quality striker. Ivanov, I thought, would be the guy. He's not at the moment. We probably need a bit more pace than that out wide. Lofmart's got the pace. Koulibaly's a cracking player, but I'm not sure his long-term ability is going to match what our target is. So as you can see, we've dropped to 14th in the table, just below Juventus. So we do need a result today. It's Bayern. We're going to struggle. They are a good side, okay. We are at home. That could be the little bit of an edge that we need. And that's a slack ball. We can't be doing that in the middle of the park. And I've just bragged him up in the pre-match comments again. And nice little bit of play to get out of it. As long as we don't make any more mistakes in stupid places. That's a nice ball through. Now Lofmart back. We're trying to keep possession. We're trying to build slowly, patiently. Patino, I thought he'd worked into it, and he's given it away again with a lofted ball. We don't win high balls. We've got to keep it on the ground. And that's a long shot, but a good save by the keeper. Maybe a bit of a showboat. Yeah, I've noticed with Italy there seems to be a lot of vertically challenged players. A lot of short asses in Italy at the moment. So I've gone out and picked up a lot of tall centre ass. Sean Walsh is like 6'6", I think he is. Absolute giant of a guy. So dressing room, it's 0-0 at half time. How am I going to do this? Because we're doing okay. We need more possession because we haven't had a lot. And yeah, we do need that little bit more. So I'm going to demand more. We're 50 odd minutes and I'll try and get to the 55. That'll do. Right, demand a bit more. Straight away Walsh is switched off. That's fine. It's up to him. We're going to get to 70 and make some changes. We're creating chances. We're just not. Our possession's pathetic. And here we go. This is the worry when you're playing a team like Real Madrid. Not Real Madrid. Bayern. And he's hit the bar. Yeah, we do need to be on our form. We can't afford to give him anything, to be honest. We need to be on form. We're coming into the game, which we're not. This is a worry. Both my midfield guys are struggling. So Erase has been coming on. He's been doing okay, actually. And I'm going to go with Pesci, simply because I'm really worried about the number of times Urban gives a ball away. Neto's struggling. He's not playing at the level he was. I'm going to give Collignon a go there. Yeah, Neto's not playing as well as he did last season. So, and then our wide players are struggling. I'm not making him as a last change for sure. And I don't think I've really got a striker to come on and do anything here. Okay, so looking at this, it is going to be Urban for Loftmark. That's fine. I'm going to give a bit of a team talk. I really do need to pick this up. We're 70 minutes in. We've made all of our changes. We're going to demand more again. We're staying positive because even a draw against these is better than nothing. And I was hoping we was going to get in there. Our near post corners aren't working this season as they have in the past, which isn't a problem. Oh, and that's a cracking finish. Oh, Pesci. Am I glad I brought him on? What was I saying about my midfield players having the depth there to make these changes? I'm quite, as you can see, I do like this game. It does get the passion going for football. And Ketelari with a cracking pass to Pesci, who just curled that in from 25 yards? Absolutely fantastic. I'm made up. Now we just need to hold on to it or go on. And there's Urban, the other guy that I've slated, and that's why he's not. I think come January he may be looking at a new club. But we've got back Arasi, Akamia, and they've equalised. Oh dear. Korea's still playing around there. Oh, disappointing. I'm hoping the ref's going to bail me out here, but he isn't. Oh, he has. I am surprised. I didn't see anything wrong with that. I thought they pinched their pocket. That's harsh, isn't it? That's harsh. I'd be disappointed with that, I think. But I'm not gonna give it him. I'm happy. But yeah, I think that was a bit harsh. And I think we count ourselves very lucky. So, 1-0. That's the result we weren't expecting. It maybe we've balanced the books after the defeat against Bayern. Bayern obviously a much better team than Bayer, so that doesn't get us quite back in. Bayer are up there. Fair play to them, but they beat Liverpool. Oh, my hands up. They've beaten us. They've beaten Liverpool. They must be a good side. We're going to go off and play a couple of games, and then we'll be back for the Lazio. Change of plan then, guys. We're actually going to play the Rangers European game today. We're not in the best of form, so it should be an interesting game. Although, having said that, since you were with us last, we beat Bayern 1-0. We have gone away and beaten Bologna 4-2. Struggled. Believe it or not, we struggled. We got 4-0 up, and then luckily we were 4-0 up, and then it just went downhill. Akamia. Throw in. Corner. Absolutely fantastic. Good job he did, and we hung on in the end. And Genoa, we've just really laboured to a 3-2 victory over them. They scored early, then we went 2-1 up. Then they pulled us back to 2-2, and we were woeful. We really were. And Akamia cropped up with a 6-yard volley, would you believe it, from a throw-in and cross, and he was sort of out back post, just followed it into the roof of the net. Absolutely loved it. So yeah, I was going to come back for the Lazio game, but I've decided to do the Rangers, and then that has set us up then for down here. Parthenopa's currently, or Napoli, are currently second in the league, and Cremonese, as you know, they've beaten us already this season. They're on a good run, so we're probably going to come back and do that. But anyway, let's get the Rangers game out of the way first. We've had a couple of injuries still, annoyingly to my midfield player that he went off on international duty and he's come back broken. He's going to have to rest. Pereira is fit at last. First time in a long time he's been fit. Ruver doesn't play. Rojas isn't going to, well, he's on the bench, but that's it. So the team today, Dokovic in goal, Lacarenza, Acamir, Fontanarosa and Neto across a back four. Okay, so we're back to our original back four rather than playing with any of the lone players. Aresi and Patino is in the midfield. Aresi is in. Koulibaly and Lofmark are our current wide players. And Ivanov and Ercole up front. Ercole, I'm really concerned about this guy. He's not scoring goals this season. Last season he had a goal and assist nearly every game, and this season, well, he's got 4 of 4, 8 from 11, I guess. 4 goals, 4 assists. So he's playing okay. He's just not scoring as many as he was last season, and that's what I'm expecting from him. So that's the team. Let's hope. So he thinks we've been on a good run. I don't. I think we're really struggling. Although we're picking up results, I think we're really struggling to get them. So we do need to do something about that. So here we go then, straight into an highlight from the kickoff. Lacarenza has decided that with 30 seconds gone or 10 seconds gone, he's got time to just stand on the ball and waste a bit. So hopefully that's not a sign of the way we're going to play today. And Ivanov plays the ball through, it's cut out. That was disappointing there, Ivanov. He's chipped in with a penalty. And last season we were scoring goals for fun, and this season we're not. And it's Ivanov was the one I signed thinking he was going to be really good. And Ercole, and I think keeper's made the save. And he hasn't really produced. He's a giant of a man. He's playing deep so that he's sort of winning the flick-ons and that. And I don't know. Nakamia looks like he's never faced a corner before with that header. But anyway, we're going okay. 2 chances so far. 1 on target, which was a good save from Ikoli, and another corner to the back post, which he gets to, and the keeper's made another save. Patino, Ivanov, Karud went out. What was I saying about the cracking strike rate that Ivanov's got? What a goal that was. What a finish from a youngster. One for the future. I bought him for the future. I've been a little bit disappointed with the return. I do expect goals from my goal scorer. Oh my God, that's majestic. And as you can see, he's a crunching player. He's 6 foot something, and you know he has got the world at his feet if he develops nicely. Got some lovely stats on him, especially around the goal scoring area. And here he is with hold up play again, and that's another reason we brought him. A bit of strength. Another poor ball in, trying to get in behind, but my defenders do wow, and that's in for Ercole now. These are the chances he's putting on. He has outside of the left foot under the goalie. Go away, referee. Go away, referee. Thank you. 2-0. Wow, worth the lead, I think, from the highlights. Rangers haven't had it. And look at this. Outside of the left boot, bang. Goalkeeper nowhere near it. And when you see him finish that, why isn't he scoring more goals, eh? Was phenomenal for us last season. He's just not reproducing that this season yet. Early doors, you never know. He might come. I'm not going to say. I want to say he might come good, but he is good. So he might improve as the season goes on and improve on his goal tally, which is what he's in the side for at the end of the day. Let's be honest. Doesn't matter how great he is as a player. If he's not scoring goals, he's not doing his job. So, and we had a chance to pinch that there. I thought, come on, guys, and they go long range and oh dear. 16 minutes gone. It's back to 2-1. This is Rangers. Traditionally whipping boys of the Champions League. Let's be honest, that the Scottish teams aren't renowned for their European prowess. I guess that's a problem when you play in a 2-team league, well, a 1-team league with another team playing from second place down. Celtic being the one team that's going to win everything every year because nobody else can match them. And then it shows up in Europe, doesn't it? Which is why the Premier League teams do so well in Europe, in my opinion. I'm entitled to an opinion, and that is my opinion. That because we play tough games week in, week out, and that's got to be a equaliser. Good level of football, that Scottish football. I'm disappointed now to throw away a 2-0 lead. That was a cracky shot, mind, but not good enough. And again, a slack pass in behind. And I don't understand this because most of the team are up to speed with tactic familiarity. That's something I put a lot of work into early on. And new players, they're training for that. And Loftmark's in. Lovely ball in. And Coley with his second of the game makes it 3-2. I'm not getting excited yet because we really are a Jekyll and Hyde team at the moment. We're either... and it's in the same game as well. It's not like one game to the next. We pass the ball around like this with aplomb, and then the next man, Loftmark's done his job there, got in behind and a lovely and in off the goalkeeper's chest actually. So Coley again got lucky with that. Not a assassin type finish to that attack at all, but AC, one of our own players, getting in. Kamiya, another player, I tried to get rid of him last season. I'm so glad he dug his boots in and wouldn't leave. Because, and the keeper's made a good save there. Because that would have been an error by me. I had this mindset, get rid of everybody 30 years plus. And he has probably been my most reliable player. He really has. He does the business up front. He does, wherever he is, he's solid. And you need that sort of player in your team. But like I said, I come to the club with this, it's under 23s only, and I've tried to get a shot of all of them. And I've kept Cataleri as well, which I'm glad. I'm going to offer him a new contract in the coming weeks. And that's hit the post. Ivanov again there. What a lovely attempt at reproducing the goal from closer range. So somehow we've managed to scrape a 3-2 lead at half time. We're totally dominating a game. They've had 3 shots on target, scored 2 goals. We really do need to get a grip of ourselves at times because this just isn't good enough sometimes. It's just not. So I'm going to point the finger. We've had a lot, but I want them to know that I'm not happy, really. It's disappointing, but here we go. Murphy kicking out for Rangers. I'm expecting us to win the headers, but Neto, another one that's not on the same level he was last season. He had a couple of teams come in and make offers for him. He seemed happy to stay, but he hasn't been the same player. And Koulibaly's running behind there, and Nicoli's in for his hat-trick. That one may be wiped off. Let's wait and see. I thought all my players seemed to huddle closely together there. But was he behind Koulibaly? He was. That was the only thing I wasn't sure about, was whether he was actually behind Koulibaly when Koulibaly played the ball. So Koulibaly picks the ball up here. And yes, that's fine. So Koulibaly picked the ball up, and then of course anybody behind him is onside, and he played a lovely ball to Ricoli, who hasn't been scoring goals this season, and now he's got his hat-trick. And that's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, Cole's answered my questions there. I'm thinking about rotating players already. I should have praised him there at 4-2. So we will praise. I don't think we're going to make a silly mistake here, are we? Famous last words. I'm playing a bit Neto. But here's Lacarenza. I've been impressed with Lacarenza. What can I say? Young boy. Brought him out, and Koulibaly's in behind again. Oh, what a finish! That is lethal attacking football. Go away, referee. Go away, referee. Thank you. Didn't deserve to wipe a goal like that off. And what an absolutely cracking pick out by Loftmark. That's why he's in the team. And Koulibaly, bang! One touch to bring it under control. Left-footed volley. 5-2. Good night, Rangers. Absolutely phenomenal ball over the top of everybody. Bang, bang. Bish bosh. What can I say? 5-2. So we've gone, like I said, 2-0 up to 2-2, looking on the ropes. And we've come out second half, and we've blown them away. And this is what we should be doing. This is my only concern, is that these are the teams. I mean, I've just watched... who Who was it? Tottenham have just played Gallen, who we played and struggled to, was it a 3 or a 4-2 victory over? And Tottenham have put 6 on them. You know, now we beat Tottenham just somehow in our first Champions League game. So yeah, these teams are teams you should be putting 5 and 6 on and building up your goal difference for the final 16, and they've got an own goal. Oh, and this is what I mean. The goal difference could make all. The goal difference could be the difference between getting a bye or having to play the playoffs. And at the moment, we're failing to put these teams to bed. Even though we scored 5 goals, we've allowed them to score 3. So what can be wrong with this back four? I mean, Lacarenza, I think he's playing well. Fontanarosa, I think he's playing well. Neto, I don't think is. So we're going to bring Walsh on. And he's going to come on actually for Akamia, who's just scored the own goal. Not because of the own goal. I'm also going to bring this guy on. And the reason they're both on, if you can see it, 6'6" for Walsh, 6'4" for Catini. And I just want to be kicking a ball out. I just want us to win everything. So where is my main striker gone? Not picked him in the team. Oh, this is a game for Cataleri to come on. So anyway, Pereira's going to come on for Koulibaly, who's having a blinder. He's not. He's going to replace Lofmark, who's also having a blinder, and he's on a 10. We preserve that 10 for him. As 3, I want to change Patino. I want to try and keep him a little bit fit. So Pechi's going to come on for that because he has been phenomenal of late. He really has. Neto's on a yellow card, so I'm going to actually bring Collignon on for him, get Collignon a bit more time, and that's it. So it's about seeing the game out now. We're 5-3. We've brought on 3 fresh defenders, 2 of them giants that should be able to mop up everything that comes at them in the box, and hopefully we're not going to, and they've snuffed everything out straight away. So we're going to have to settle for a 5-3 by the look of this. Or are we? They've got the ball deep in our half. Now with this crosser, and they've got it in behind, and the keeper's made the save. That's the only problem with having giants, is that they tend to get beaten on the floor, don't they? So you've got to get the balance. But it's 3 points. And that's the bit you got to look at. It's 3 points. We've scraped in on 12 points. But had we not let those goals in, we'd be sitting up here, comfortably up here. And, and had we put goals on the teams that we should be, we've let 3 in there. You put 3 on there, we're on 9. We're straight away, we're 5th in the league. And that's what I mean. It could be all the difference. But we scraped in. Okay, after 5 games, it's in our hands. Yeah, maybe I'm making too much of it. But here you go, Arsenal have already secured a playoff spot with 3 games to go, so they can rest players. So we beat Rangers in the end, and I guess that's all that matters. Schedule-wise, what did we say we were going to do? So we've beaten Rangers 5-3. I'm going to look to come back around here. We've got Juventus Super Cup there. I'm quite conscious of that. So I might do the Champions League again. This is a team we should put goals on, but the way we're playing we may not. So I think we will actually. Atalanta are 8th. So I think we'll come back. We'll do the Champions League and Partenope. Oh, I feel I should do perhaps we'll come back and do Partenope and Juventus, and then come back and do the final couple of games of the Champions League. What do you reckon, guys? I'm waffling. I'm wasting time. The video's getting super duper long. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do Partenope, Juventus, then Monaco, Madrid. Hope you've enjoyed it. Big thumbs up, guys. Let's get it going out there. Get some likes on the channel. Get the channel recognised. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.